one of my streamer friends, Foing, basically he said that hand jobs are bullshit because it's nice, but like
yes,
you will
we
always
don't even need to go any further. Yes.
You will always
bullshit.
know how to do it better yourself. Same as I don't need a guy to finger me because please go down with your mouth because that's the only thing that I can't do to myself, and anything that I can do to myself, I will just know how to do better anyways. But then,
I always, when I go down, I always use my fingers as well.
I mean, yes, yeah, obviously, yes.
Right?
But like, you know, right.
All right, just making sure.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
You're the expert.
I mean, yeah. But like, we have people in chat who are very much against that and say, no, hand jobs are great because it's another person touching it.
They're serial killers. There's something mentally wrong with them. They need help.
You might want to rethink your love to Connie then.
He likes hand jobs?
He likes them more than blowjobs. He just said that in chat.
I don't.
Wait.
Well, he's adopted, so yeah. He's adopted into my family.
Oh.
That's what I meant. So I'll let it rock. Does he really like it more than blowjobs?
He just said it in chat. Didn't we talk about it?
Bald
You and me,
ingredients?
yeah, privately. That's why I'm not like mentioning it. But no, we only talked about the hand job, but we didn't talk about how you like it more than blowjobs. Okay, you don't have to, Connie, but do you have like reasoning?
Yeah, somebody used teeth on him one time and he's scarred for life. I don't trust a man that says he doesn't like blowjobs.
No, he doesn't say that he doesn't like blowjob. He just said that he likes hand jobs more than blowjobs.
You Germans and your opinions.
Okay. Do you see what he just said? Do you see what he just said?
He said just gets me off.
More
off? Faster? I need it fast?
Like, he means like actual friction fast. Like physical fast. And blowjobs will not...
That's probably because he's used to ferociously masturbating himself. He's over here trying to create fire and shit like the first caveman with his dick.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, because the thing is, well, the first week of us dating was like, you know, we just got to know each other. The second, I was on my period.
Mm-hmm.
The third, something happened, so now we're figuring out our stuff. Like we did something.
It out.
Right? And now... I fucked up my wrist. So, it's like,
You fucked up the one thing he likes.
Yes!
Imagine paying for dinners and your love machine just breaks her wrist.
How's it going with haram pussy, by the way?
I don't know. It's just, it is what it is, you know?
Okay, what happened? Does she not want more of that, Mr.
No.
Hey, what happened?
It's just... No, it was amazing. I converted for it, you know? 10 out of 10 would convert again. I'm just saying.
Right. I mean, but like, we asked you last time if you were going to go back for more.
It was, yeah, I'll go back. You know, like just like how you eat at a restaurant and you like enjoy it, so you go back a second time, but you don't only go there. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
It was the first time for how long that you went anywhere? Let's be fucking honest.
That's true. No, yeah, since the pandemic or whatever. Well, I'm not counting since the pandemic, but it's been like a year, right? A year and a half.
I mean, I
don't know. Honestly, like I'm gonna be real honest with you. It's like after, like, let's say I break up with somebody, I take a couple months off of dating. That's just like normal protocol, so that I don't, you know, bring that toxicity back into the same relationship that I just got out of. If I was the toxic one, you know, not to say that I am or I'm not. And then after like a couple months, I'm gonna be honest. If it happens, it happens. But if it doesn't, I'm just not too worried about it. Like I go about my day. And like people have been giving me numbers and stuff. And like,
oh, yeah, right.
I've been going out, but I look at them and I'm just like, you know.
And with haram pussy, it was
one of those like, you know, once in a lifetime, you know, you don't always catch a Pikachu. You know what I'm saying?
So did you go back to the haram pussy yet? Or...
I'm going to be honest. I didn't make much of an effort. Like I hit her up and I was like, hey, and we spent like an hour talking. She was like already in bed and she'd be like FaceTimed and shit. And she was like, oh, you know, do you miss me? And I was like, yeah, of course, you know? And I was like, all right, let's see what we can do tomorrow. And then she's like, yeah. And then she didn't really text me when she woke up. So I was just like, meh, I have a bunch of shit I got to do. So I didn't really text her.
So you were being an idiot.
No, I mean, it's just like, I got a lot of shit to do, you know?
Right.
It's like, I know it's going to happen again. I'm just like, you know, if it doesn't happen today, it'll happen tomorrow type of thing.
Connie, I thought you want him all to yourself. Why are you praying for another girl for him now?
I'm not much of a jerker, to be honest. I'm more of a throater if we're, you know, we got weak wrists, but strong throats, baby. That man got a blowhole. He's a modern day walking dolphin.
That?
What?
That did you say?
I'm just saying, this whole time I've been sitting here, and I'm not really big into conspiracy theories. But
you know what? Just leave it at before conspiracy theories.
I'm just saying, you quote unquote hurt your wrist playing golf, which nobody's ever done in the history of golf.
That's not true.
And at the same time, now hear me out, you got a boyfriend who ferociously likes to get his dick beat off. You have a thing. I don't know what you want to call it.
We have a... Yes. Yeah, that's good. We have a thing.
Yeah, you have a contract, okay?
So, just for, since we're doing evidence, I was out. So I streamed until I physically left the house to go hang out with a friend at Topgolf and play golf.
Yep.
And I streamed until then. And Connie and I hadn't seen each other since Friday. And we didn't see each other till the day. He was busy with his family because his parents are to visit right now, and so is his sister. So he was out with his parents eating. So him and I were not even in the same fucking, city.
But...
So we didn't see each other till today, and I already have pictures from yesterday of my hurt wrist. There's evidence that shows that it's not... There's evidence that shows...
You covered up your wrist knowing full well that he loves to be ferociously jerked off. And you knew you were just like, maybe I might hurt my wrist. I'm not ready for this.
What's the average time you need to come? Oh, there we go.
Shit, 35 seconds.
When you do it solo. When you do it solo, he says.
Oh, damn. I don't know.
Okay, like an average.
It depends, dog. Any guy, most guys can make themselves come in 2 minutes. It's not a fucking game. If it takes you longer than 2 minutes to come on your first try, I don't know. I feel like there's something wrong with you.
Anyone else
any
in
guy
chat
who's saying they can't come in under 2 minutes is doing it wrong.
Well, Connie just said that it takes him 20 minutes plus.
Just to jerk off?
Yeah.
How?
That's not new information to me, by the way. I think he just wants to know,
You know when I take 20 minutes? On my third time. If I've jerked off 3 times, on the 4th time it'll take me 20 minutes. That's because I'm all out. I'm spent. You know what I mean? But what the fuck? You mean on your first time, you wake up, you got morning wood, you're like, I'm gonna beat it off. And then it just takes you 20 minutes? 20 whole ass minutes, man? Everybody out here lying, okay? All these men out here have come in under a minute. And I don't want.
No, I agree with that. I think they're talking about average. They all said it depends, but if
this man says, but I normally take 30 minutes. You're taking 30 minutes.
Well, no, he said if he tries to be quick, it's a couple of minutes. He says. Yeah.
But I normally on average, 80% of the time, am jerking off for 30 minutes, just for one time.
Do you hurry when you do it? That's what Connie asked. What's the fastest you can come? He asked it. So the boys are saying.
What's the fastest I've ever just nutted in life, or
no? When you do it yourself.
When I do it myself. I don't know. A minute or 2 is the fastest.
Junkie, that's the thing. Everybody sees it differently. Some people just need it as a quick stress reliever. I am with you there. There are times where I'm insanely horny and I literally come within 2 minutes. But it used to take me way longer, but sometimes I like to take my time. I edge myself because I'm I could come after 1 minute, but I'm no. Let's drag it out.
Yeah, no, for
but
sure.
I'm talking about myself though, because it always takes me longer with guys. Where when I say that, well, only one has ever done it, and he's actually in chat right now.
Yeah, I feel like every guy has nutted in 15 seconds at one point in time in their life.
Never stop the grind, guys.
Dog, one time in college, I nutted so quickly, I just said sorry. I didn't know what else to do. I was like, I'm sorry.
If I needed 20 minutes every time, I'd give up half of the time. Oh my god.
I'd give up jerking off if I needed 20, 30 minutes to nut. The fuck?
That's too much commitment. If it always took that long, I'd just not bother.
Yeah, Prime, that's the same thing that happened to me. I didn't see a girl for 4 months. And the first time it was just instantaneous.
Well, I feel like that's not bad. Just go again. Just recharge
and go
obviously.
Again. Of course. But when
Hi,
I
Zion. Sorry.
I fucking nutted and I looked at her right in the eyes and I was like, I'm sorry. And she's like, why are you sorry? And I was like, and then I just pulled out and I was like, drip.
Of course they take longer. The rounds after take longer, of course. It's your body, I'm sorry, but all I see when I look to my left monitor is fucking XQC fucking like this. Look at this.
That's what Connie looks like trying to eat you from the back.
I cannot see it.
When she's like, I can't nut, and you just go overtime.
Okay, listen. The most important thing for me, I don't know if there are though, but for me, I do not come from penetration. So you putting your fingers in me is not gonna do shit. At all. Like, it's nice. Like, I enjoy a penis, don't get me wrong. But, like, it's not gonna do shit. Like, at all. So, please locate my clitoris. And that's all you need to locate, my guy. So...
That's it?
Well, if you're thinking about making me come... Yes. So...
I wasn't until you said that.
No, you don't understand. You understand. That part is crucial. And that's where most of them failed in the first place. Locating it. My guy, the amount of times I had a guy suck on my right flap is ridiculous.
Okay, first of all, what? And second of all, Connie, my guy, if you need help, just
no, not him! He knows where it is. I wasn't talking about him. I'm just saying about the other. Dude, I've had sex with I think 18 guys.
Hey.
What?
Don't talk about them. Connie's here right now. Okay?
He knows had
sex with only Connie, okay? Only Connie.
So...
No, you were a virgin before Connie.
Vodka, show me the clitoris. He's gonna show you his clitoris. Did you ever speak to another male before me? Yeah.
No.
I've actually... No! I've never spoken to any of the men I slept with. No!
Yep. Whenever girls ask me, how many women have you slept with? One. You. Just you. Just right off the bat, you. You're the only one.
An hour of edging is another experience. My favorite thing was... Okay. I can help her find it if she wants. Wait. Oh, the friends without benefit is actually the same sensitive and you don't need to locate the clit. Anyways, so what I'm trying to say is that... Yes, like, I'm so open on stream, right? I'm always about communication and blah, blah, blah. But I've never actually, not ever, but, most of the times, I am too... Get the UAV! Get to the UAV, boys! Get to the UAV! Get the chopper! Into the chopper! Okay, I'm done. I've just, I don't want to break their egos. Because... It's whenever I'm, close to telling them that it didn't work out, or it wasn't it, they always ask, did you come? They always ask.
Yeah.
And it's no, I can't tell them.
No, you're supposed to say no.
Yeah, but I can't break their hearts. They look, when you look them in the eyes.
Their achy, breaky hearts?
No, but you look them into the eyes and they are
You're releasing these fucking idiots back into the wild and then they think they've done a good job.
I know, which is why I feel so bad.
Then they go and skip and tell all their friends, yeah, it was so good. I'm going to do the
so
next.
This is the thing. I'm going to expose for a sec. Okay, you guys ready for expose? So, out of the 18, one has made me come. I said he's in chat. It's Jack. Dirty Dubliner. And I'll tell you why. Because what he just said is just such a good indicator of why and how. Gotta ask during sex and not after. First of all, that is the right attitude because most guys, they do their thing and they don't ask during, they don't nothing, they ask after. Well now, no I didn't. Even if I say no, what they're gonna do? What man is gonna have the confidence to be oh yeah, alright, I'll go back down? Who? Exactly. So you don't ask after, you ask during.
Every single time. It's what I say all the time.
So you never came with a guy? No, I have, with Jack. And to be fair though, obviously I have emotional damage because I got raped. So it takes a lot of trust for me to even be able to completely let go with somebody, right? To just lay there and not be in my head about it. So most of the times when I had sex, I made sure that the person I was with was satisfied. And I didn't even think about myself, which, is not their fault. So I don't blame the guys I was with in any way, right? But if I would have just opened my mouth, right, I could have, So I understand. But with Jack, it was so simple. Oh, fuck, I forgot Jack and Humanoid are a couple, and now I exposed them and cheated on him. So the thing is with Jack, first of all, doesn't give a fuck. And he's always been the guy who does not give a fuck. So I was never scared to just tell him what works for me, right? And him and I were just friends, and we still are just friends. We just had one trip to Amsterdam, had fun, because it was just him and I. It was hella fun, and it just happened to happen, right? And you guys are fucking... Anyways, so let me give you a rundown of why this worked. First of all, what I said, like, location. Find it. Don't lose it. All right? Second is, if you think you're going to be down there for 2 minutes, put a 0 at the end, and we're getting more realistic. All right? You feel me?
Yeah.
And then the third is, if I give you a rundown of how the settings are on my vibrator throughout my masturbation, you will understand what the point is. So you start off, first of all, whatever pressure you think you have to apply, cut it in half, and you're close. Because a lot of guys are so used to just jerking their meat, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a different, no. Just be insanely gentle. And, like, you start at a certain pace, and you do your thing, and it's all about just increasing the speed over time. And at some point, when she says don't stop, listen, there's nothing that is worse than a guy that reacts to a woman saying don't stop with a change of pace. It makes us want to punch you in the fucking throat. Because when we say don't stop, we mean literally just keep going with exactly what you're doing. Please? Because that's how it works. So that's kind of all there is. Yes, we all have our specifications, whatever, but I can just obviously talk for myself, but this is what I'm saying. Locate the clit, don't lose it. Whatever pressure you think you need to use, fucking half it. And then, steady increase of pace. And when she says don't stop, don't change pace, or you'll get fucking violently assaulted. So.
I mean, every person's different, So
exactly.
You kind of gotta. It's like getting a puppy. Every time you get into a new relationship, you gotta kind of train it.
Yeah, there's like the steps are basically the same, but it's the individual person you're with is completely different, right? Like the dog is gonna have the same,
Yeah.
Train it how to potty, train it how to
It's like the Grand Theft Auto cheat codes.
But it's like they all have their own little tips and tricks. And yeah, exactly. Yeah.
ABAV, but some girls are just different. This girl across the street from the pizza shop, she's like this cute girl. And every time I come in, she's like, "Oh, it's you again." And like, I live across the street. So after work, I come in and I'll get like, do you know what a chicken roll is?
Yeah.
So I'll get like a chicken roll or something. And then she'll be like, "You always get the chicken roll. Why don't you switch it up?" And I was like, "Why change something if I already know what I like?" And so we're like kind of like flirting back and forth and shit, like for a couple days. Like I'll walk in, she'll be like, "Want plates?" And I was like, "No, actually I abstain from using plates. I don't believe in them. They killed my people." Like I'll just say like ridiculous ass shit. She's sitting there giggling and like whatever, and like we're chilling, and like I know the owners of the fucking place. And I go like we were talking about work, and I was like, "Oh, where do you work?" And she was like, "Here." And I was like, "I know, I'm just joking." Like, and then out of nowhere, I was like,
I get why you and Connie. Sorry to interrupt you, but I get why you and Connie get along so well. Because this motherfucker, every time I tell him to get home safe, he says "you too" when I leave it out my door. Like unironically, he doesn't say it because when you go to the cashier or like get movie tickets and they say enjoy the movie and you say "you too" and you're like, "Oh fuck, I said it again." No, he says it unironically. So I get why you guys get along so well. All right, continue.
When I used to go places with this girl I used to date, like, and they, how like sometimes at these places they have like greeting people and they take your picture. So at the end you could buy it, and like they would come up and they'd be like picture, and I'd be like, "No, I believe cameras steal your soul, and I would not like you to steal my soul today." And they look at me like they're like, "Oh, what?"
Okay, but like, that's hilarious though. Like that's so over the top but that shows how crazy the world is that people actually believe you when you say shit like that with a straight face. Like,
and then like, yeah, I
mean, you live
straight
in New York
face it the
City,
whole
right?
time.
So like, that's probably not the craziest thing they've heard that day, right?
And then I'm like, nah, I'm just kidding. Take the picture. But anyway, so this girl's like talking to me or whatever, and she starts telling me like, oh, I don't believe in marriage, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, well, that's I'm like a little weird, but like, whatever, okay. And then like we're talking, and then she was like, out of nowhere, I was like, oh wait, how old are you? And then she was like 18. And the fucking worker that's standing right next to her goes, don't let her lie to you, she's 17. I was like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? And then I turn to her and I go, are you 17? And she goes, yes. And I'm like, don't talk to me anymore. I was like, look at the ground when I come in here.
No, hold up. That's not even funny.
So she goes, well, I'm 18 in like 13 days. And I'm like,
So?
13. I was
So?
like, we can talk again in 13 days. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Yo,
about.
you actually
And then
got the case.
No, and well, I don't just like I always ask people.
Yo, that
how old they
coworker
are.
is a fucking king.
Technically, I was flirting with her, but I didn't know her age. Like, what the fuck?
But yeah, I don't blame you here, not at all.
It wasn't like sexual at any point. It was just like teasing, like teasy flirts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we would constantly be talking while I was waiting for like my food. And I know the owners, so like I talked to them too.
Yeah.
And we were like, there's a guy in my building that has a mail order bride, and we were shooting the shit about that.
But you were
There was
talking
this
about
girl.
the mail order bride in that place. You were still talking.
No, I
about
was just saying in my building there's a couple guys that have mail order brides, and they look, and I mean like have you ever seen The Hamburglar?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I have. No.
There's this one guy, and he's like addicted to crack in my building, and he is built like the Hamburglar.
Yes, Jack.
And
how have you not started
he's got
yet?
an insanely beautiful wife.
Okay.
And the maintenance guys in my building told me that she's a mail order bride. I'm like, sometimes I see her and I'm like, I look at them.
I mean,
and I'm
I was
like,
gonna say maybe he has money, but he lives in your building, so. Come on.
My building is nice. What the fuck? Richard's apartment isn't that great, but mine apartment is.
I have never been to your place. I've only been to Richard's.
Oh shit! True.
I mean, that motherfucker. I'm glad that he even has a bed.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like.
Fuck.
So I've never been to your place. I mean, I've seen like the background of it, like in your streams, but that's about it.
Oh, true.
So
yeah,
that's all I've known. Like all I've seen.
Like.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean. Yeah, if we hit the daily sub goal, I'm gonna play Tarkov today. Well, I'm gonna attempt to play Tarkov today.
Lana said that there's a story you wanted to tell me in DC or about DC. I couldn't really understand what she wanted.
Didn't you want to get Vodka in DC to tell him one story? Oh, she's talking about how you've been here for the entire time. But even though all I wanted to ask you was that one question about jerking off.
Oh.
Or like hand job. That's what she.
I've overstayed. Bye.
Carla, did you know the Spanish word for gloves is
he actually left.
guantes?